guest, Professor Mishra, Dr. Chauhan, my colleagues, and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Philomena Akoth Owende. I'm a gynecologist, consultant gynecologist from Kenya. Those of you who do not know where Kenya is, it's in East Africa, and I work at the largest referral hospital in East and Central Africa. It is called Kenyatta National Hospital. It gives me great pleasure to give feedback on this training because it has been life-changing. It has been inspiring. I've met a great teacher. You know, one of my quotes in life has been actually borrowed from an Indian proverb that says, if you pursue excellence with passion, then success will follow you hands down. Am I right? Yeah, from an Indian proverb. I've always quoted that. And I've seen this excellence in World Laparoscopy Hospital. It's driven by excellence in the way the training is conducted, the lectures, the demonstration, the OT, the support staff. I liked it. It has been inspiring. I have gathered a wealth of knowledge in the last 28 days. In fact, I believe that in myself, the inertia is already gone. So I think I have passed the initial stage. So I'm probably somewhere in the learning curve, you know, in between where the inertia goes. And I think my mistakes are going to be a lot fewer than before. I've always admired laparoscopic surgeons. As one of my colleagues has rightfully said it, that in many places, it's an elitist kind of surgery, you know, where you observe with awe, and anybody who's able to handle the equipment and handle it very well, you know, usually you don't ask a lot of questions because you also don't want to display a lot of ignorance. And again, many people want to be held up there on a pedestal, so they're not also willing to teach the people who are just starting off. I'm impressed how at World Laparoscopy Hospital, you're not lead with the knowledge. The knowledge is out there. You know, I just clicked on Google search, and I find all the videos of Dr. Mishra, even out of the member area, and that is quite impressive. Now, my interest in laparoscopy began several years back, but for those years, because I have been a gynecologist for 5 years now, and you can imagine, I have been assisting and only doing diagnostic for all the 5 years. And initially, started with vaginal. So I always stayed at the perineum for many years. Then I graduated to holding the camera. Then after holding the camera, closing the ports. Then just before I came, I got a client who was requesting for laparoscopic myomectomy because she had a huge subserosal fibroid. And I remember discussing with her the options that were available of treatment. And I wasn't so confident that I would do laparoscopic myomectomy. So I was pushing her towards doing open surgery. So because I didn't want to lose her, I asked one of my colleagues, who is a surgeon and who trained in this facility, to assist me. And he came and assisted me. And I think from there, I decided that I must be trained. And so I applied for the training. Professor, your name, I think, will always remain in the annals of history in minimal access surgery. Now, before I came, I know when I'm teaching students and my juniors, I always tell them that in medicine or in surgery, there's a 1,000-hour rule, but it was reduced to a 100-hour rule. So, but I always say there's 1,000 hours. You have to work hard. You have to put in effort. You have to put in excellence. And that would add up to 1,000 hours for you to do it well and in a manner that other people would also want to copy. So I would want to conclude by thanking all the faculty, Professor Mishra, Dr. Chauhan, supporting team, Martin, Shivla, yeah, she's not here, and all the others, and even the hotel. Yeah, I've enjoyed my stay here. Yeah, as my colleague rightly put it, that I felt safe. I was alone from my country. And last but not least, I know the primary language or the first language here is Hindi. And the first few days, I felt a little odd because my colleagues would ask questions in their language, and many times I would not understand. So it bothered me a few days, but then I decided that that will not put me down. So then I learned to ignore it. But I humbly request all my colleagues and professors that for the sake of the other people who may be coming from far other continents, that kindly maintain, an international language during the training. I think that should be part of the housekeeping rules at the beginning, just for the sake of the others. I have met new friends. These people have been lovely. I have learned a lot also from my colleagues, and definitely I will go back a changed person. Thank you very much.